What's up, guys? M. Jones back in the house again for my December 1st extended Black Friday shopping Blu-ray updates. I wanted to make another video because I heard they're going to have more sales, mainly like Best Buys and stuff like that. So I went to Best Buy again today because they also they had pretty much an extended sale for a lot of the movies that were still kind of new and also older. So I had to go check it out. So I got my bag right here. We're going to go through that. But before we start anything with going off on the Best Buy, my Blu-ray purchases, I got to say rest in peace to Paul Walker. You know, I was really like shocked to hear that last night because he's like, you know, he's always out of the news. He doesn't do anything to cause trouble with drugs, alcohol, any kind of abuse like that. And, you know, he's 40 years old. He looks like he's 25. And I didn't even know, like, all the stuff that he's done. I actually read a little bio about him this morning, and he's extremely philanthropic. He does so much for the good of everything. He did a lot for Haiti and Philippines, and, you know, he's always about helping, you know, the community and doing things that he doesn't have to do. And, I mean, just an awful loss to the Hollywood community. And I just could not believe that, like, he's died. You know, it's just such a random death. You know, he's one of those guys where you're like, you know, he's been a heartthrob for, like, what, 15 years for girls? And, you know, he's just that actor that would be, like, 70 and still good looking and making movies. And he's like a grandpa, you know, in, like, 30 years from now. And you know what I mean? Like Christopher Plummer, you know, like older guys that still got it, you know. It's just shocking to me that he's gone. And, you know, from what it sounds like, he died when he was driving with his buddy after he was doing an event. So, you know, it's kind of ironic that he's in all those Fast and the Furious movies and he dies in a Porsche, you know, going too fast, I guess. It's just like irony, you know, it's really sad. And what's really crazy is they just got their post-production on Fast and Furious 7. So that, I'm guessing that's probably his last movie. So that's just kind of, you know, eerie. And I really liked his career. I love She's All That he was in. Love Varsity Blues. I love all the Fast and the Furious he's done. I thought as Brian O'Connor, he was kind of a badass and cool. I loved him as Lance in Varsity Blues for the quarterback. And, you know, he was really good in Joyride. And, you know, I remember in She's All That, he was kind of that dickhead, but he was a really good dickhead. Like, he was just, you know, I didn't like him. So I have to say, you know, rest in peace, Paul. Great guy. So let's get started. So the movies I picked up today that were in the extended Black Friday sales, I had to go. There was a section there that had a buy one get one free. It was called a save station, and I couldn't believe that they had a buy one get one free. I feel like that's too good to be true. Well, the movie choices there weren't that good. It was just a lot of just awful movies that like Rotten Tomatoes just annihilated. Like there was Rum Diary, Salt, you know, Grown Ups, you know, Just Go With It, Adam Sandler, you know, it was awful. Now, I will say this, I'm not mocking Grown Ups. I actually really liked the movie Grown Ups. I thought Grown Ups 2 was terrible, but Grown Ups 1 I liked. So I actually went and got Grown Ups because, first of all, it was $9.99 and it was the buy one get one free. So I got that, and I got Short Circuit 1 and 2 for free because it was in that save station. So I basically got 3 movies for the price of 1, which I was really ecstatic about. So I got Grown Ups and Short Circuit 1 and 2. And Short Circuit 1 and 2 I always really liked. I love Steve Guttenberg. As a kid, you know, I grew up watching Steve Guttenberg on Police Academy and also The Big Green, the soccer movie based in Texas. And I loved him in Three Men and a Little Lady and Three Men and a Little Baby. I've always liked Steve Guttenberg. He was always that guy you just liked. And he seemed like everybody's uncle. Like, you know, he reminded me of like the John Candy type where you just like him no matter what. So I was really pumped to get these two for just the price of 1. And also, I had to also get, because I love Christmas season, and it is December 1st, so any kind of Christmas movies or music you want to listen to or watch, do it. You're perfectly fine when in Rome. So I was really excited to see Scrooged. It was originally $9.99. I actually got it for $7.99, so I saved a couple bucks. And, you know, Bill Murray, I think everybody knows how much of a dick he is. And he's kind of like, you know, just full of himself. But I like him because he's just a dick. I think they're funny, you know, guys like that. And he's just, it's an interesting movie. I don't know, really liked it. So because it is Christmas season, I absolutely had to buy it. And I'm surprised I didn't have it because it has that Christmas Carol like feel to it, and I pretty much own all the Christmas carols, so I'm really excited to put that into the mix. The next one I got, it was $24.99 prior to Thanksgiving and Black Friday, and I wasn't going to pull the trigger, but I saw it about probably 3 weeks ago, and I laughed my ass off to this movie. And I had a feeling it might suck, but these guys were in Wedding Crashers together, and I just knew that they would figure out how to be funny again. But I got the internship. It was $24.99 a week ago. Today it was $16.99. So I had, no, excuse me, I think $17.99. So I was like, you know what, $7 off, I'll get it. You know, it is really funny. You know, the parts in this movie, you know, with the whole $3,000 thing at the strip club, like, it's so funny. And these guys were just so cool. And, you know, I love Vince Vaughn. You know, some people that don't like him, I don't understand why. Because he is the king of improv. You know, a lot of his comedy is not scripted. He just kind of goes from one like sentence, and he goes off on that, and it takes a lot of wit and genius for him to do that. So I absolutely love Vince Vaughn. I don't know why people don't. I hear a lot of people say they don't like him. And Owen Wilson, you know, his nose still bothers me no matter what, but you know, he's cool. Like I loved him, and I loved him in Wedding Crashers and Meet the Parents, and I just and You Mean Dupree. I just think this is a really funny movie, and it kind of shows, you know, the whole world of Google a little bit, so it's kind of cool, but very funny movie, and it's on a deal right now. I don't know how long that deal is going to last, so check it out. And I know I always say this, I hate buying DVDs because I feel like I'm retracting, but you know what, I don't think this movie will ever be on Blu-ray. And I saw this movie when I was like 5 years old. I remember it was a very short release. Not many people saw it, but I had to get Prancer. Now, Prancer is about this girl. I forget her name. What's her name in the movie? Jessica. And she like is a huge like hopeless Christmas romantic, if it's the best way to put it. She loves Christmas, but she's kind of like nerdy about it, and no one like listens to her. And she kind of has a broken home, and she is with her dad, who's Sam Elliott, which I love Sam Elliott, so I think that's why I really like this movie. They like almost hit this reindeer that got injured, and the reindeer happens to be, you know, one of Santa's reindeer. It was Prancer. So the movie's rated G, and I saw it as a little kid, and I loved it. I bought it because, first of all, it was like $3.99, and I don't have it, and this will never go Blu-ray. There's no way. But the movie's a little corny, but, you know, it is a really good movie. And like Cloris Leachman's in it, and Abe Vigoda, you know, they're awesome in it. And Sam Elliott's just amazing. And it's just a really funny movie. It's a great movie for little kids. I don't know how I'm going to take it now because, you know, I'm obviously in my 20s, and it's not, you know, I don't watch G movies too often. So I had to get it because it was so cheap. But Best Buy, you know, they did a phenomenal job this last week for Black Friday. So I was very, very excited, you know, purchase a little bit from there. And I saved a ton of money just because if I would have had, you know, no sales for all the movies that I've gotten in the past 3 days, I think Mason would have been pretty pissed. Man, I would have been very upset too. So, again, you know, I want to say rest in peace, Paul Walker. It's a real shame he's gone. You know, he seemed like a really down-to-earth, cool guy. And I'm sure the ladies are sad too, for obvious reasons. And I hope to probably get my top 10 favorite Christmas movies list probably in a couple weeks. I think Steggs is going to come down and visit, so we're probably going to do it then. But until then, you take it easy, and K, bye.